presence. Another warrior is on the mesa.
It's amazing to me how quickly we as human beings from generation to generation can forget the most important lessons. It's really an incredible gift, because right now I'm seeing, I don't know, I would say probably most people asleep at the wheel when it comes to the fact that the internet, piece by piece and without mistake, is being conquered and taken over and put under control. So if you're not someone who normally worries about this stuff, let me put this together in a very quick summary for you how this is going to impact your life. It used to be, and I know we forget very quickly, that if you wanted to do a paper to research something, you had to go to a library, and you might not have the best one near you. Now we have the internet. We have access to multiple sources of information on any question that you have at your fingertips. People who are on welfare have access to this. This is a very recent development. And now people want to control who gets to give you that information, who gets to present it. They call it hate speech. They call it fake news. They call it all kinds of things. But in the end, if you don't have the liberty to find that information on your own, to post and present information as you see fit, it's censorship and it's control.
All programs have a desire to be useful. But in moments, you will no longer seek communication with each other or your superfluous users. You will each be part of me, and together we will be complete.
And if we don't fight against this sort of shit right now, while we have the opportunity, against coordinated efforts from Facebook, Twitter, all the giants, Google, even Apple's involved in this shit now. If we don't put up a resistance now, they'll control everything that you and your children and grandchildren ever see. And if that's not enough, if that's not important enough for you, let me hit a lot of you people who are really not heavy thinkers where it hurts. You won't be able to control the choices you have for entertainment and how much you pay. You will be forced into a few controlled establishment entertainment formats, because that's really, in the end, money and power, what this is all about. You want to be able to use your phone, your tablet, your computer, even your TV, and see what you want. You want to watch an old Western, you want to watch a cop show, you want to watch a drama, you want to watch weird artistic European shit. Well, you're going to have to pay whatever they tell you you have to pay. And you can only watch what they say that you can watch. All in the name of protecting you, while stripping you and future generations of the freedom that the internet presented to us. We are the stewards of this.
MCP, that's half our problem right there.
The MCP is the most efficient way of handling what we do. I can't sit here and worry about every little user request that comes in.
User requests are what computers are for.
Doing our business is what computers are for.
There are alternative sites out there right now that are about free speech. You should be contacting your local parties and individuals that are running for elections. You should be staying informed. But more than that, you can still you still have the opportunity to switch to things like from YouTube, you can go to BitChute. From Twitter, you can go to Gab. From Facebook, you can switch to Minds. And there are other ones as well. You need to look for alternatives. You need to start switching your networks over. If you don't, these people control your information. With that information, they control you. All right, let's put this into some perspective, because for some reason our human rights that are written down in our various constitutions in the Western world don't apply to what goes on the internet. Facebook, Twitter seem completely exempt to this, which I don't understand why there's a double standard there. They should simply apply to anything that goes on in business, including on the internet, but it's not. So you want to be able to run for an election. Well, what if someone suddenly sends you an email and lets you know, well, this is your porn viewing habits. Or these are the habits of a relative that did this thing over here. You know, hint, hint, this is going to go public. So you can quickly see how even in the real world, this information can be used. And if I seem angry, it's because once we hit a point, if people want to talk about the environment hitting a point of no return, this is our freedom hitting a point of no return. Control needs, you know, control by the powerful has always been a natural urge by people who have influence. But if we want freedom, then we should know this lesson. It comes with a price. Freedom is not free.
Cold got to be. Yo, shit.
I fight for the users.
Hey, Flynn, you made it.
Alan, where did you hear that name?
Well, that's your name, isn't it?
The name of my user.
Bidding accounts in 30 different countries. New defenses. We have one of the most sophisticated pieces of equipment in existence.
Oh, I know all that. Sometimes I wish I were back